Most gardeners know they should be feeding their plants. But walk into any garden center and you're suddenly staring at a wall of bags and bottles with zero idea what actually works, what's worth the money, or whether you even need half of it. So today, we're cutting through all of that. This is your straightforward guide to the best organic fertilizers, what each one actually does, which plants love them most, and exactly when to use them. By the end, you'll have a simple, clear system for feeding your garden naturally. No synthetic chemicals, no guesswork. Let's start with the foundation of any organic garden: compost. If you only ever do one thing for your soil, make it compost. Finished compost is decomposed organic matter, kitchen scraps, yard waste, leaves, broken down into a dark, crumbly material that improves soil structure, feeds beneficial microbes, and slowly releases a broad spectrum of nutrients. It's not a high-powered fertilizer, but it's the backbone everything else builds on. Work it into your beds at the start of every season and use it as a top dressing around established plants throughout the year. Almost every plant benefits: vegetables, flowers, shrubs, fruit trees. Think of compost as the baseline your garden can't function well without. Next up, worm castings. This is compost taken to another level. Worm castings are the digested output of earthworms, and they are incredibly nutrient-dense relative to their volume. They're packed with beneficial bacteria, plant growth hormones, and a slow-release nutrient profile that won't burn even the most sensitive roots. Mix a handful into transplant holes, blend them into seed starting mix, or top dress container plants. Seedlings, herbs, and leafy greens like lettuce and spinach respond especially well. Worm castings are gentle enough to use any time of year, including on young plants that would struggle with stronger fertilizers. Now let's talk about bone meal. This is a slow-release powder made from ground animal bones, and its superpower is phosphorus. Phosphorus drives root development and flowering, which makes bone meal a go-to when you're establishing new plants or pushing your flowering crops into bloom. Work it into the soil at planting time for bulbs, roses, tomatoes, and fruit trees. It breaks down gradually, feeding plants over several months. One important note: bone meal works best in slightly acidic to neutral soil. If your soil pH is too high, the phosphorus becomes locked up and unavailable. A quick soil test before applying saves you wasted effort. Fish emulsion is next, and this one works fast. It's a liquid fertilizer made from processed fish byproducts, and it delivers a quick shot of nitrogen, the nutrient responsible for lush, green, leafy growth. Dilute it in water and apply it as a soil drench or foliar spray, and you'll often see a visible response within days. Heavy-feeding vegetables like corn, squash, and brassicas, think cabbage, broccoli, kale, love fish emulsion during their active growing phase. Apply it every 2 to 3 weeks during the peak of the season. Fair warning, it smells. Apply it in the morning so it dries before it becomes anyone's problem. 2 more worth knowing. Kelp meal is a dried seaweed product that's low in the main macronutrients but rich in trace minerals and natural growth hormones that stimulate root activity and stress resistance. It's excellent as a soil amendment at planting time or as a foliar spray during periods of heat or drought. And blood meal is a high nitrogen fertilizer that acts quickly, ideal for correcting nitrogen deficiency in heavy feeders mid-season. Use it sparingly though, because too much can burn plants and push excessive leafy growth at the expense of fruit and flowers. So here's the system that ties it all together. At the start of each season, work compost and bone meal into your beds. This builds your soil and sets up slow-release nutrition before anything goes in the ground. When you're transplanting, add worm castings to the planting hole. During the growing season, use fish emulsion every few weeks on your heavy feeders, and apply kelp meal or kelp spray during heat waves or after transplant stress. If leaves start yellowing and growth slows mid-season, blood meal can give you a quick correction. Organic fertilizing isn't complicated once you understand what each product does. You're not chasing a magic formula. You're building a living soil system that feeds your plants steadily and sustainably, season after season. If this helped you make sense of organic fertilizers, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And drop a comment below. Tell me what you're growing, and I'll let you know exactly what to feed it.